Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I did. I was like, I think I clamped the magnet to this thing on a chest hair, and I did. Welcome back to another issue of the Daily Planet. Not coming to you live from outside. Really want to do that again. They're still doing construction outside, and it's still cold outside, so we are in the kitchen making coffee. In the kitchen, wrists turning like it's stir fry. Hope you guys are having a good week. It is Thursday. You know we love Thursdays. Hey Archer Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. And I don't have any crazy plans for today's episode. But if I do think of something I may want to do that involves crowd participation, I'll let you guys know in a post. But as a reminder for Hey Archer Live, you always want to make sure, well, not always, but you should make sure you have the bell clicked, the bell notifications on, because the lives just start. They're not pre-scheduled anymore for tech reasons. So make sure you do that. I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope that you have some fun plans for the weekend. I can't believe it's already Thursday. That's crazy. I feel like it's only Wednesday, but so I guess time is flying. A lot of good responses to the last video. A lot of messages. In fact, Patrick just messaged me a little while ago. I saw it. And I like that you guys are, and gals, I like that you are all for the self-investments. And not even particularly in the stock stuff, but I mean, just like investing in yourself. And that should be like 2026. 2026 should be, right now, the tariff stuff, the climate, the economic climate is just, it's a freaking mess. And, the days of buying entire waves of action figures just seems like decades ago. It seems like a thing of the past, but hopefully that comes back. I would love to pick up some waves of figures. In fact, was that Astonishing? No, there's an Astonishing X-Men Beast in that wave. I don't know what that wave is called. The latest comic book wave from Marvel. I kind of wanted most of those figures, but at the increased price, I couldn't really justify it. So maybe on sale, I'll try to get at least Beast. That Beast looks pretty sweet. But for 2026, I feel like we should make it a thing where, instead of investing in these other companies, we invest in ourselves. So take these sale weeks that are upon us, because of course Black Friday is no longer a singular day. It seems like it's just been like a month, and now we're going to the second month. So take the next coming weeks as an opportunity to level yourself up and prepare for next year, for 2026. And really start leaning into the content creation thing. Most of you here that watch these videos are into content creation in some way, shape, or fashion. Or fashion. And fashion? In some way, shape, or fashion. So make sure that you try your best to prioritize that. Even if it's just getting one video out a week. That should be goals. Really should be goals. Delicious. Because why not? Why not? I have debated, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say it now. I'm not going to do it. But I have debated, now this is all messed up. I have debated trying to cover other topics, maybe on another channel, but I've attempted to make and have created a second and third channel that have just fallen off because it's just a lot of work. We have multiple Instagram pages right now. That's hard to juggle as it is. But I sit here all day, and even when I was watching the YouTube recap for 2025, I watch so much content that is finance based and politics based, and I'm always like, man, should I make another channel where I just talk about that stuff? But at this point, it feels like it's impossible. I don't have the time, no time at all. But I would love to. I would love to. So I try to stick in my lane at the moment, the nerdy lane. But I feel like a lot of you have other interests, and maybe, talking about that stuff on a separate channel would be fun, be beneficial. I don't know. You tell me. But I don't know. I feel like what's interesting, what's fun, what's cool about the day and age that we live in is you can start a channel or a page on whatever you want. You can now, through the power of like Substack, you can create newsletters and articles and whatever you want and sell it however you want to do it. And nobody can stop you. You can literally just do whatever you want. The only limitation really is you and time, because it doesn't really cost you much to do this stuff anymore like it used to. At this point, I do pay for a couple services, but I don't have to do that either. And neither do you. Like, if you want to make content, you can do it just on your phone for free. Post it on YouTube, post it wherever. But I spend money because the apps I use just make it easier for me to post it on multiple platforms and whatnot. So, you do you. But I feel like in this day and age, you might as well just make content. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just make some sort of content, because it's worth a shot in the dark to see what happens. But like I said, what do you make your content on? How often do you post? The limitations of time are time is time. Time is time. I did, though, just to briefly touch on a finance thing before we continue with the rest of our day. I did actually buy Bitcoin for the first time. I signed up for Robinhood, and this isn't financial advice, by the way. I signed up for Robinhood, used my friend's affiliate link, and what was cool was you can buy percentages of a stock. I kind of knew that, but like also was just like, I don't. That's my crock, by the way. I was like, I don't know if I want to go into crypto. I still fully don't believe in crypto, but it seems like everybody else does. So I finally jumped into that. And if you are curious about doing any kind of stock trading or crypto trading or any of that stuff, you do want to make sure that you talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. I'm definitely not that person. I made a ton of mistakes, horrible mistakes, and if I could go back in time, if I could find a way, I don't remember the third line to that in the song, but I would definitely do things differently. I would have done things differently. So trying that, see how it goes, see how I like it. So far, so good. But as I continue watching these shows, it's never too late to start. No matter what form of investing you want to do, if you have the option for a 401k, you should totally be investing in that. If your companies do stock matching, definitely do that. Even if it's a small percentage, always put a little bit towards the future. If I can go back in time, if I could find a way, I would have told my 25-year-old self to do that. In fact, people did tell me to. And if I had done that, maybe I'd be in a mansion right now, thinking about all those plays I could have done. But it is what it is. So I finally did that. pretty excited. I feel cool. I'm one of the cool kids buying Bitcoin, buying crypto, and we'll see how it goes. But again, all of this is with the intention of investing in myself, going to 2026, investing more in myself, and using those investments to help with this channel, better gear, better content, and yeah, it all goes full circle. It all goes full circle. So, see you tonight, 8:15ish p.m. Eastern. And if you guys have any topics you want me to talk about on tonight's stream, of course, let me know. I might throw a link for channel members to join the stream. I'll figure it out depending on what I decide I want to talk about as I plan the rest of the day. If not, there'll definitely be a member open mic in the next week or two. So do stay tuned for that. But like I said, make sure the bells hit so you get notifications when I go live, so that way you don't miss out. With that being said, time to make big bucks, and I'll talk to you in the next issue.